Oh, I'd like to stay here if that's okay.
All right. Video camera off, or I can take that in evidence.
No, it's. I'm just.
We're allowed to film.
Yeah.
All right. Basically, if you don't stop this, you could be done for public order offences. This is the third time now.
Why couldn't we be done for public order?
You use the word terrorism down there. That causes distress. Is what you call a word likely to use.
So we can't.
Distress.
So
have you checked the website?
We're not allowed to use the word terrorism. But the mainstream media use the word terrorism every day. On news channels, they have reports about terrorism on the big telly and play as well. So why can't I say terrorism?
Cause people distress. Someone's walking down the street and they have the word terrorism. The thing is, within our powers, if we feel that it's likely to cause distress, it's not that it causes distress or someone else makes us offend. It can be done for a public order offence. Do you understand that?
I understand it.
Yeah.
But I also understand that the law is very vague and it's basically up to you to
Can I ask what you're talking about at the moment?
We're talking about the dialectic, I guess. Through this?
Yeah.
Okay.
The lovely gentleman here in the wonderful police uniform has asked us what we're talking about here today in the streets of Liverpool. And I guess we're talking about the dialectic between the individual and state control.
Thank you. Can you talk to me about that a second? Just out of courtesy, please.
Thing is, for 1 second.
Did the other cops treat you like a bad bit?
Huh?
Did you feel you were patronised or anything? As they were up?
Well, I mean, we've done an enormous amount of research in the law through ourselves and through other people. And so we know exactly what our rights are here in the street, and I get your point completely, but I mean, what I'm saying is the mainstream media, you've got newspapers, magazines and television, and that enormous television in Clayton Square, and I've seen a report on terrorism on that television, and they say terrorism, they say the T word. And so why can't I say the T word in public?
I'll be back in a second.
Okay.
Work away.
The very nice police officer in the wonderful uniform has told us today that we are not allowed to use the word terrorism when we're out in the street. However, I pointed out to him that on the television in Clayton Square they say terrorism all the time. So what this gentleman here, and I'd just like to address him for a second, sir. This is nothing against you, and this is nothing against the other police officers spoken to us today, so please don't take this personally. We've hugged the other two police officers that have spoken to us today, and I'm hoping in a minute we can do the same. But my point is why can the mainstream media say terrorism on an enormous television that the government put in the square in the first place, and I, a mere peasant in our society, am not allowed to say terrorism over a loud hailer? He has quoted Section 5 of the 1986 Public Order Act, which states that if you are likely to cause harassment, alarm or distress, no, it is Section 5, I've looked it up. Fine. It's Section 5. You should get a megaphone. It'll make your job so much easier. So, if you are likely, if they believe you're likely, to cause harassment, alarm or distress to any member of the public, they can have you removed or they can have you arrested for a public order offence. The gentleman has addressed me and said there's the third time I've been stopped by police today. This is completely true. First time we were outside the Army Careers Office and they asked us to move on and it was absolutely fine. Second, we're outside McDonald's. The gentleman moved us 5 feet across the pavement and told us to carry on. I failed to see how I have committed any public order offence. We live in a country with free speech, and all I have done today is speak freely. In 2007, Justice Holland of the High Court stated that the use of a megaphone in a public area is not in itself illegal. You must have created a breach of the peace, and this is for you over there, Mr. Police Officer. To create a breach of the peace, you must have threatened significant violence or incited other people to be violent. As you can hear from what I'm saying, I'm actually doing none of this today. And so I cannot be arrested under Section 5.
You're a wagger. I told you earlier on the night that I seen you. We're all talking. You're talking about war and all that and all that crap. I told you today, get your hair cut and go and join the British Army. Get you out in Iraq and you stand on the front line and you see what it's like when the bullets is coming in.
Can you excuse me?
You're stunned.
I mean, we're not.
Just 1 second.
Sorry.
Can I just explain to you calmly what we're about? I have nothing against the army.
You were stunned, fucking bumping your gums.
I know.
I said the careers office today, round the corner.
Yeah.
You get your hair cut, you join the British Army, you stand in the front line and they go and slobber. Why have you not got a job? Why you standing here?
I do have a job.
Why you stand? What job? What job?
I'm off work today.
You're off
I finished early.
on a Friday.
Your moment, just being this loud.
What are you not? You're protesting. I'm protesting against you. People have fucking died. Where's that police officer? You're protesting. I protest against you. You join the British Army. You get out there, cut your hair, and get you out in the front fucking line and see what it's fucking like. Because I've been there 15 years. I've done the British Army, and I'm from Belfast.
I know. I'm not saying. If you listen to what we said,
tell me for.
I'm not against the army. I've got nothing against you, mate. I've got nothing against. I'm not doing you. I just want to talk to you a second.
You can certainly talk to me. But that boy gets up my fucking wick, and I'm sorry for cursing.
I know. You want to come to the side of me?
Certainly.
Just talk to me a second. Just wait over there a second. I'll have a word with him.
A word with him. See what happened. See if he was doing this at the City Hall in Belfast. They'd be knocking his arse, and they'd get his bollocks kicked in.
Shannon Bristow wants a hug.
I only like it because he has an Irish accent.
It's a nice accent.
I have an Irish accent. They just get me in the heart. Yeah, the heart will have
I'd also like to draw people's attention to the fact there is just under 2 hours of good shopping time left in Liverpool 1. So if you have any interest in saving our country's economy, please go into Liverpool 1 and spend lots of money on things that you don't really need. Thank you.
I've called someone and said, we're fine, it's alright, we can do whatever we like.
He's from Northern Ireland, so he should be on side.
I've got to say, from my perspective, the police, all three of the officers that come and dealt with us today they've been fantastic. They've been very nice. They have moved us on and moved us around a bit, but on the whole, you know, compared to what we've had in the past, it's been lovely.
But you're obviously, you are being effective, aren't you?
Can I have a hug before you go? Can we have a hug?